Hi friends, so now I'm going to discuss your FM revision strategy. Like we discussed the costing revision strategy. First, I'll tell you what are the sources you should use for your preparation. In case you are my student or have referred my material, then there is a concept book which is there. So you have a concept book where all concepts are covered in very limited 94 pages. There is a revision material where I have selected around 105 questions for revision. Apart from that, my question bank is there and theory material is there. These are the sources for your preparation, or you can use your ICI study mat. Along with that, please use my concept book. At least use the concept book because that will ensure you cover everything. All the concepts are covered. Now, costing 100 marks of paper, FM has only 50 marks and SM is there for 50 marks. So, before exam, if I have 1.5 days, or see, the strategy can be for 5 days revision strategy or 1.5 days revision strategy. 5 days you do more sums, 1.5 days you're going to do lesser sums when I whatever I'm talking about. Now, if I take this 1.5 days, 20 hours of preparation, maybe FM you can give around 12 hours, 12 to 13 hours, and SM you'll have to give your balanced time. Now, what is the order of revision? Like I said, for costing, I have created blocks. The first block is on your capital structure, on your capital structure or cost of capital. That is financing decision. Three chapters of financing decision, which used to be a single chapter earlier. Three chapters. You should start your preparation with this, because when you start your preparation with a small chapter like cost of capital, capital structure, leverages, your confidence improves and you're able to secure around 20 to 25 marks in these three chapters. And add dividends, because why I have selected these four chapters, dividends is not a very important chapter, but still I have selected in block 1 because it is easy to prepare. It's easy to prepare. Now, what should I focus on? In cost of capital, this cost of debt calculation, there is an approximation method and there's a normal method. Do see the approximation method, or the approximation method and IRR method. And IRR method, approximation is okay. IRR method you please focus on, or YTM method, it can come in exam. Cost of equity, cost of preference, and WACC computation. See one question on each of this: cost of redeemable debt, cost of irredeemable debt, and IRR method, approximate method. Cost of equity, you have 2 3 methods. Cost of preference, redeemable, irredeemable. 2 questions on WACC. Just see that, that is sufficient. In capital structure, focus on indifference point and break even point. Also focus on break even point. And in the capital structure theories, somewhere I feel theory is very critical. Other theories are easy to handle. Theory, where you have a levered firm and an unlevered firm. You have a levered firm question and an unlevered firm question. Students find it little difficult to tackle the question on levered versus unlevered firm. So do see questions on that. Leverages, I think easiest of the lot. Do 1 or 2 question on interpretation, 1 or 2 question on reverse working, and I think these three chapters will get over and you are done with approximately 20 to 25 marks. Approximately. Dividends, very small chapter. One question on Walter model, one on Gordon simple with step up growth, and one on approach. Every chapter I'm going to say only 3 4 different category of question which you need to see. And in case you want to practice more, then you practice it through my question bank or the revision material. Revision material, I have selected question. So these chapters, if you see, 18 in chapter 4, 11 question in chapter 5, 9 question in chapter 6, and 12 question in dividends chapter. I've selected more question, but you can just see, even if you can do all these questions if you have 5 days for your preparation, and if you have lesser time, then just see limited preparation. Now, why this is block 1 is, for me, cost of capital is technically 1 hour, capital structure is 1 hour, leverage is 1 hour, dividend is at best 1 hour. It can't be even 1 hour. So 4 hours day before exam, 4 hours day before exam, and I'm kind of done with 3. Or you may take 5 hours maximum. Then you focus on theory chapters, because theory you may have to attend like costing, because FM's 1 hour the other question can become very tricky. And for theory question, you can go through detailed theory for few chapters and summary theory notes, which is there in my concept book. For the few chapters is 1 and 2, do detailed theory if possible, and summary theory for balance chapter. What this ensures, you have pocketed 37 marks. You pocketed 37 marks. Now, this theory, as I said in SM also, as I said in costing also, you can do even the day before, on the day of exam. But here SM you should read on the day of exam, because SM you have to remember and then reproduce in exam. So I would prefer you to read SM on the day of exam, and this theory you complete day before. Now comes the block 3 and block 4. Now I'll first discuss a little bit on block 4. You imagine that your FM subject does not have this chapter on investment decision, does not have this chapter. You will feel the entire FM becomes very small. The entire FM becomes very small. You will feel there is so much time available to prepare FM. Why I want you to imagine is investment decision as such in exam, most of the time question comes very complex, extremely complex, or extremely simple. Extremely simple. Extremely complex, any amount of preparation you do, you will not be able to handle. Extremely simple, small preparation you do, you'll be able to handle. So smart work as far as investment decision is concerned. You please just do my pay least importance to this chapter, as solving more question will not assure marks. More question will not assure marks. Spend time on concept book, that is read all the concept, solve MCQ and solve very few question from this chapter. Imagine this chapter does not even exist. Imagine this chapter. Just think FM does not have investment decision. You will find time, so much time for other chapters. You will find so much time for other chapters. I'm not saying ignore investment decision. I'm never of that mindset. You should not ignore. You should not ignore investment decision. But what I'm trying to say is give less importance to this chapter. Don't end up spending too much time on it. Then my block 3, ratio analysis, working capital. See, block 1, high return per hour. Per hour I spend, I get more returns. Block 2, theory can help me in answering. Block 4, low return. You will get low return as you spend more and more time on this chapter. So that's why I'm not telling you to focus on that. And ratio analysis and working capital, you can give moderate amount of focus. Moderate amount of focus. I would prefer you give attention to all this. Ratio analysis, all MCQ, and just practice 2 to 3 questions. Just practice 2 to 3 question, or maximum 4 5 question. Maximum 4 5 question on ratio analysis, where you do balance sheet preparation, P&L preparation, but solve all MCQ. Solve all MCQ of my concept book. And working capital management, I have given certain important areas: existing company, new company, cash budget, receivables analysis, and factoring. If you see maybe 2 questions on each of this area, you will be kind of done. So as I said, 4 hours theory may take away, 2 hours ratio analysis and working capital. At best you can spend 3 hours. At best you can spend 3 hours. Investment decision 1 hour. You still will have 2 to 3 hours spending. I have given you 12 to 13 hours for FM and balance for SM. So you still will have time. You see how you want to prioritize. But my priority is cost of capital, capital structure, leverages, dividends, theory chapter. Least importance to investment decision. Imagine as if investment decision is not there. Imagine as if this chapter is not there. Exam writing strategy remains same as my cost accounting. Completing paper is a big challenge for students. They have lost marks because of this. 1.5 minutes per mark rule remains same. Try to cover your paper in that FM part in 75 minutes, and 15 minutes for giving finishing touch, because SM may take again same amount of time. You can start with MCQ, complete this in 20-25 minutes, then do the theory question, then do the mandatory question, and finally you choose the other one optional question, because you'll have one mandatory question of 15 marks, 2 3 4, and you can need not be answered. In case you are confident on practical problems, you need not answer, but my past estimate says you'll be forced to answer theory question, because the paper is becoming very lengthy. Please follow the rule of 1.5 minutes. How you should answer: the MCQ first, theory second, mandatory question third, and then choose one of the choice question. This will ensure that you are able to complete your FM paper in a easy manner. Do share your views, or let me know in case you need any help on FM, anywhere you need any guidance. My revision videos are available. Watch those revision videos. That will be of great help to you. Use the concept book extensively. Thank you, friends.